the language of the Kingdom Age. Throughout history, humanity has inherited languages. Languages of empire, languages of religion, languages of philosophy, languages of separation. And every civilization has been shaped by the words through which it perceived reality. For language does not merely describe the world. Language reveals the world. Language interprets the world. Language governs the world. Every age eventually becomes the embodiment of the words it believes. And the words of one age become the architecture of the next. Thus civilizations rise. Civilizations flourish. Civilizations decline. Not merely because of economics. Not merely because of technology. But because perception determines participation. And participation determines reality. For ages, humanity has spoken of God, spoken of heaven, spoken of salvation, spoken of the kingdom. Yet often through languages inherited from separation. Languages formed through distance. Languages formed through fear. Languages formed through fragmentation. But what happens when perception changes? What happens when separation begins to dissolve? What happens when humanity begins to see through the eyes of the Lamb? What language emerges? Words once familiar begin to expand. Kingdom, union, life, son, participation, consciousness, reality, creation, the Lamb, the New Jerusalem, kainos, not merely words, but windows, not merely definitions, but revelations, not merely concepts, but doorways. For every age requires its own language, and every civilization requires its own constitution, a framework through which reality may be understood, a grammar through which participation becomes possible, a language through which vision becomes clear. The Kingdom Age is no exception. For a new civilization cannot emerge through old perception. And new perception inevitably requires new language. Not to create reality, but to recognize it. Not to invent truth, but to see it. Not to construct the kingdom, but to participate within it. And so a language has begun to emerge. A language of union. A language of participation. A language of sonship. A language of consciousness. A language capable of articulating articulating the architecture of the age to come. The language has begun to emerge. The Constitution has begun to emerge. The Kingdom Age has begun to emerge. Definitions of ontological language. The foundational constitution of the eternal Kingdom Age. The revelation of Jesus Christ through restored ontological seeing.